Well guys, once again Nebraska has not disappointed. Alright guys, we just pulled up. It's gonna be our home for the next few weeks. Finally made it to the Sandhills. We're gonna get stuff unpacked, shoot our bow a couple times, and we're gonna get our gear ready. We're gonna go out do some scouting this afternoon so that we know kind of where we're gonna be going tomorrow. And yeah, just gonna get a game plan together. All right, stay tuned for some videos. Well, headed in for our first scouting adventure. Spotted from the truck for a little bit and see if we could see anything, but can't really see anything from the truck, so we're gonna take a walk up into these hills and get up high. Probably go up to that high point right up in there and blast down into the river there. See what happens. They like to, deer like to bed over on the south side of the river up in that shade. So we're gonna get over here on this high point and glass this afternoon. There was a big buck in here last year. I want to see if he's still around or not. Alright, stay tuned. Hopefully we get some footage of some deer this afternoon and get a game plan. Alright, peace out. Alright, we've went about, I don't know, probably close to 2 miles now. Gotta work my way up to that point. We're gonna glass on the south side of this ridge is a river bottom, and it's pretty warm out. Not much deer sign up in the hills. I think they're gonna be down in the water. Hasn't really got cold enough to push them up in the grass up here yet, so we're gonna get up on this high point, glass the river for the afternoon, and see what we see. Not a whole lot of deer sign yet, but we just gotta find them. Once we find them, we'll concentrate on them and hammer it out and get one. We're here for 2 weeks, so see what we can do. Hopefully I'll get some good footage this afternoon, maybe through the spotter. See what we're gonna do in the morning. If not, we might be scouting again in the morning till we find these deer. There's a big buck. I don't know if you can see him. He's running up like this with a doe. I didn't have time to get my stuff set up to get a good video. I got a little bit. They're running back over that hill. You might be able to see him now. They're running over the hill back to the river. Basically, in the bows of these rivers, there's really thick brush in all the bows, like down here. Them deer, they like to bed in there in the daytime. They can escape pretty easy either direction they need to go. Nothing can slip up on them. They also bed in these trees up on the side of these hills. And then right now, obviously, they're starting to get active. But this is my spot I normally come to. I was getting a little worried, but first buck we see, hammer. I thought them two does were gonna come right to me. Glad they didn't. Do a little more scouting. He's a big deer, but I want to see what else is in here. It's got to be more than that. That was 2 bucks right there in about 5 minutes. So we got a hot doe. There's gonna be a lot of bucks in here because they're just starting to come in. I think I see another deer down there. Where you got one hot doe early on, it's gonna draw a lot of bucks. Hopefully we can get on one here pretty quick before they start getting busted up from fighting. Alright, I'm gonna move vantage point, see if I can get eyes on that buck again, see where he went. It's pretty good so far. Well, first afternoon of scouting was pretty good. Seen 2 bucks, a few does, but 1 buck's a pretty good buck. We got about a 2-mile hike back out to the truck. We got to go way around these hills, get away from the river. Wind's kind of bad, so I don't want to get down close to the river in the flat and walk out. Be too close to deer anyway. Well, I'm gonna start my venture out. Not seeing too much yet. There's a few deer tracks through here, but just gonna hunt these hills out. It's a good travel way from the river to the lake, so they cross in here a lot. Could be a buck hung up with a doe in here somewhere. We're up pretty high right here. We're gonna get on the backside of this and maybe sit for a little while. Glass to a good vantage point. Grass is pretty tall. Not much wind today, so they're gonna be hard to see unless they're moving. Well, made it back to the truck. Got some water. We're headed in. I'm gonna come in from the south side on this big buck we seen last night, and I'm gonna get up a high vantage point and really glass these bedding areas real good. See if I can find him bedded. Yeah, he's gonna be in here somewhere. These does, they're not traveling whatsoever, so they're staying put pretty strong, and he was dogging her pretty heavy, so he's still in here somewhere. I'm gonna get up high, really look these bedding areas over. He's got to be in here somewhere. Maybe can find him bedded and wait him out if he's not in a good spot to put a stalk on him. Yep, but we're gonna head in. We got about a mile hike to this vantage point, maybe a little farther. Haven't really seen a whole lot this morning. Real young buck, and then another about 2.5-year-old. He was all busted up, so haven't seen. We've seen 1 mule deer doe, the little one. That's it. Pretty warm. They're really not moving that great yet. Stuff right here, bedding here, and just over this hill right here is a bunch of bedding. And all of that out there, this whole area is bedding. So we're gonna sit here in glass for a while. In this spot for about 1.5 hours. Didn't really see a whole lot of deer activity, so I decided to move to another point where I could see a portion of the river I couldn't see from that point. And as I was moving from point to point, I ended up seeing a nice mule deer buck. I didn't get the initial video of him on video. I decided to make a stalk on him and ended up connecting.
Shot in him right there. He's 32 yards. Take this pack off. Breath, sharp, shallow, so hollow. Where do I go when the compass spins? Where do I land when the road won't bend? Where do I stand when the ground caves in? Tell me where, tell me when, tell me again. Yeah. Clouds overhead, darker than night.
Oh man. Well guys, once again, Nebraska has not disappointed. It's one of my favorite places to hunt. You got so many opportunities. You can shoot whitetail, you can shoot mule deer off of your tag. Man, it just don't get any better than this. You never know what you're gonna see over the next hump. I was not expecting to see this deer. First off, I want to thank the Lord for allowing me to be able to do this and do what I enjoy to do, and I'm physically able to do it, and I just want to thank him for everything he's done for me. And yeah, man, what a hunt. Second day, already filled my tag. My first mule deer buck with a bow. Don't think I'm going to complain with that one.
Outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country.